Alright, cool. Top piece. That is going to be different. Kind of strange. So now we got to kind of break that up. So I'm going to go Control 1 again. Select that one and then hit the make sure I hit up the object icon up there. And shift select that one and do Control 1 so we kind of isolate those two, right? And let's do the same thing for this guy over here. Select those two again. Alright. Go to the side view and just do Control 1. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna do bumps all across here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this piece right here. So I'm gonna get that set up. Insert edge loop tool. So we're gonna insert edge loop there. That one's okay. And then we're going to go ahead. We need to go like sideways if we want to get that to look right. So I'm going to add edge loops all along here. Just kind of for like those little rivets there. Those little ribs. Whoops. Try to keep them evenly spaced. Alright, so that's good. So what we got here with that piece. It's strange. It's laying flat, but that looks like it's laying upright. So we're just gonna have to have some fun with that. Again, artistic freedom sometimes I'm okay with. So this time we're gonna take the how far do we want to go with that? That's too far. Let's take a break on that one. All right, so this we're gonna add ridges to this, and let's go in here and do a selection. Let's do Control E. Okay. Now, instead of bringing it in, let's bring it straight up. That works out pretty good. So if I bring it straight up, let's go back again. Do Control E. Actually, let's go back one more until that goes away. Turn that off. Let's do Control E again. All right. Keep faces together. Off. Okay. And we're gonna pull it up and scale it just a little bit, just a smidgen, just a little. Okay. Okay, if we hit the 3 key, you can see it separates it out quite a bit. Control Z back again. Oh, let's go back to 1 again. And I think what I want to do to keep that base from folding in upon itself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to selection mode, right? And right away I'm going to go in here and add an edge loop. But before I do that, since I got this started, I want to save this piece. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. And I'm going to click on the Q key, and I'm going to go Control D and go back into my layer editor. I'm just hitting the Control A to get it back to where I want it. And I'm going to create a new layer. Okay. I'm going to call this top low poly. There we go. Alright. I just realized we're at like 38 minutes, so I need to stop this. So we'll come back with another part, just a little bit. Okay, so we're just gonna add some edge loops to this. So I'm gonna click on Insert Edge Loop. We're gonna do one at the bottom, at the base, so we don't lose that integrity, and then we're gonna go ahead and create one up here as well. And so, as we do this, I'm going to just do this really as fast as I possibly can. Just got to keep that edge at the bottom from moving. There we go. Let's get in there and just kind of knock those out. This is kind of a pain to do, but we got to do it so it doesn't spread out too much. It's really important. Let's do just 2 on each one. I know that's kind of tough. Don't get one accidentally. Just try to keep it the same spot if you can. Alright. Excellent. Alright, so now we're going to go in here, hit the Q key, okay, and let's go ahead and go back into face mode. There we go. So that's the faces already selected. Let's go ahead and click on just the top faces again, and make sure we don't select anything else. Alright, so that looks good so far. What just happened? Oh, are they still there? Edge loops? I turn on wireframe on shaded. Yeah, they're there. Okay, I just couldn't see them. Wireframe unshaded, and so we're just going to click on the top, and I'm going to go Control E, and we're going to move those up. That. And scale them in. This is kind of wonky, so not wonky but the scaling is wonky. Let's go in here to thickness. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Offset, no. Divisions, nope. Control Z that. Let's go ahead and I guess we're just gonna have to do that this way, just a little bit. Spread them out just a little bit more. I'm gonna hit the 3 key a minute. Yep, okay, that's what I expected, but we'll see. Okay, that looks pretty good. I like that. Nice and round. Okay, hit the 1 key again. That looks better than what we had. Bring it up just a little bit more. And then we are going to cut across. Alright, so I'm going to click on select, okay, hit the Q key, and I suppose we could break this off too as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Select and go into face mode and select these guys right here, and hold down this and just extract these just real quick here. Extract those. There we go. Hit the object and hit the Q key. There we go. So these are 2 separate pieces. Alright, so now we're going to continue messing around with this. And before I do, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if I'm going to do low poly. I think I'm going to keep this as high poly. And let's see. I think I already got one of these. I'm going to do another duplicate of this. Control D and add it to another layer. And let's call this low poly. Actually, medium poly. Let's do medium poly on this one. Medium poly. There we go. Alright, so warning, poly already exists. Okay. Top medium poly. There we go. That should work. There we go. Close that down. And then we're going to add edge loops on top, right across here, right here, and right here. Okay. So now you can see what it looks like. You hit the 3 key. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Looking for a solid base, and then having those pieces come from that solid base. That looks great. I like that. That'll look real good on that part. Okay, cool. Alright, so that looks good. And hit the 1 key. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. Control. And actually, this will. I'm not going to do. Well, let me do it. Control D. And create another layer. And just rename that. Copy. Top high poly copy. There we go. Okay, so and let's turn that one off, and this one is by itself. And this will be, I'm going to go ahead and delete by type history. Okay. And freeze transformation, I probably do want to go ahead and center pivot on that. There we go. That's good. Alright, so that'll be center pivoted. I probably should do that on all of them. But I'm going to add this to our little list of things that we have so far. So main high poly, I'm going to go ahead and go control 1. Shows everything. Things are really coming together. Look at that. So, so I'm going to add that in there. So highlight it, main high poly, go into add selected objects. So I'm just adding all these pieces now. Look at that. That we have for high poly. Very, very cool. And if they fit up, they fit very nicely together. Look at that. Very, very cool. And this piece could probably go on the outside of that. I can fix that a little bit later. Alright, so far so good. Turn off the low poly base. You can really see that coming along. That looks really good. What happened here? Oh, somehow that got connected. So, low poly base. Let's go ahead and go right click over and remove selected objects. No, it's still connected. See what I mean by that? So I select that, low poly base, it's connected to it now. I can't get rid of it. Remove selected objects. Okay. Nope, still connected. Let's see here. What else can I do? Delete. All I can do is delete the layer. Okay. When I do that, then it exposes everything. So I'm going to go in here, select it. It's a glitch in 2020. Actually, it's been a glitch for a while. Go ahead and go to main high poly and go into add selected objects and turn that back off and on. There we go. So we can see that. Okay, great. And then this piece here is the next piece we're going to do for this. And we're going to create that part right there. With this one I do need to have this on, okay, this one together for this to work. So I'm going to go in here and I got to add an edge loop, okay, and I need to do it right about here so I can add that detail that's coming up from here. Okay, so it doesn't get in front of that. Alright, so where do we want to start that piece? So I'm going to select this face right here. We're going to leave these pieces out. There we go. And we are going to extrude that. Of course, why not? So before we do that, let's make the extrude a little bit better. So I'm going to go to face mode. Actually, let's go to selection mode and let's add a couple more insert edge loop tools, or insert edge loop. Insert an edge loop here and here, here, and here to support that base. And maybe one. I think that's good. Okay. Now we're going to select the face. Select the face here. There we go. And that'll give us a little gap there between. And then we're going to go Control E. Okay. I wonder if I should extrude that whole thing up a little bit. That would be kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and extrude the whole thing. Hit the Q key and just select all of these. I'm gonna go in here, select the object, and go into here, go to object mode, select this guy, and do Control 1. Just kind of isolate that. And I'm going to isolate this too as well. I think that one's already isolated. That's good. Okay, cool. Alright, so go in here and select the whole thing. Extrude it. That didn't give me extrude. Control C back. Face, select it. There we go. Hit the Q key and then Control E. There we go. Not extruded. And move that up. Okay, just a smidgen. We're going to do it again. Extrude E and then just move it up just a smidgen. Okay, like that. And then we're going to do one more. Control, just give it some interest. Control E. Move it up, and then we're going to scale that in. Whoops, that didn't work. Click on this guy right here. Yeah, that doesn't work very well. Oh, that looks terrible. So I'm going to actually hit the R key. There we go. Oh, I know why, because it's slanted. Okay, so let me do this. Scale tool. Go to world. Nope. Go to object. Nope. Component. Maybe kind of wonky. Component. Normal. Nope, it's kind of slanted. Can we do edge or surface? I think that'll still work. Yeah, that'll still work. It'll still be okay. It's this one here that could be a problem, right here. But it looks like it's okay. It's acting up a little bit. Very strange. Okay, we'll work with it. Right. Alright, then we're going to click that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and select these guys right here. And extrude up. And that kind of needs to slant on both sides. So let's see here. That vertex. And move that in like that. And move these in like this. Okay. And I think I'm going to just kind of slant this one down just a little bit more. Nope, that doesn't look good. I think that'll work. Let's squeeze that in a little bit. Yeah, it's better. There we go. Squeeze that in like that. That got a little wonky, so I'm going to move that back. There we go. That piece looks pretty good. Let's hit the 3 key, see what happens with that. And that looks a little too soft right there for that piece, for that metal piece right there. That could look pretty cool. I don't mind it being a little bit round right there. That's kind of cool. It'd be a little different from the rest of them. But what I don't like is the base being like that. So I'm going to go ahead and move that in there. Let's cut this up. Make that really that edge loop really sharp right there at the base, so it's really well defined right there. And let's go ahead and hit the Q key, Q and 1. Alright, and select it, and then hit the 3 key and see how that looks. Take the edge loops, or take yeah, so that looks better. That can be a little different. We could harden the edges a little bit on the side. Let's go ahead and do that. Hit the 1 key again. Alright, go into object mode, and then go into insert edge loop, and just kind of insert edge loop right here. Keep it somewhat away from that edge, kind of like the same on this side, and maybe just cut across just loosely right here. There we go. Hit the 3 key. That looks better. That works. Yeah, let's do that. It's soft, but yet, yeah, that looks great. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted right there. Okay, so we've got, let's go back to the 1 key. Let's go into this part right here. There we go. And let's go ahead and cut this across here. Hit the Q key and go into object mode and going back into edge loop, and let's add an edge loop right here. There we go. And that will finish that piece up. Okay. I'm going to go to edit, delete by type history, and center pivot. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so let's kind of see what we have so far. Everything's fitting really good together. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Everything's looking really good. Alright, so let's go into these pieces again. See if we can add it to that one. Yep, okay. That adds it.